First Sergeant Kep here with Company D, 2nd United States Sharpshooters. Thanks for joining us, and in this video we're going to show you how we do inspection arms in Company D. Now, as First Sergeant, one of my primary jobs is safety officer. So I take this position very seriously when I do inspection arms. I feel like too many people in the hobby pantomime this part of the daily routine. You see so many bad habits as people with muskets slamming their ramrod down into their breech, which is bad for the rifle, and if you do it for a long enough time is a serious safety concern in itself. So I want to show you some of our Company D best practices, walk you through how we do an inspection, some tips that might help you as you thoroughly inspect your soldiers' weapons, and then I'll show you how quickly it can actually go. Not many people know how to inspect a Sharps rifle, so if you're another sharpshooter or you are in charge of inspecting sharpshooters, this will go a long way to help you. So let's begin. We have Private Sutherland and Private Severson who are with us today to help demonstrate how this works. So, attention squad, shoulder, arms, inspection, arms. So while they're getting ready, three things are happening. They're unlatching their cartridge boxes so I can inspect that they have rounds and there are no foreign objects in there that could accidentally be loaded and fired on the battlefield. They bring the rifles to half cock and they drop their blocks. So they're also giving with their right hand. I will take with my left hand. So the first thing I do is I look down the barrel, making sure it's nice and clean. There's no debris that can blow out, there's no rust, any sort of fouling that could be of concern. I also take this time to visually inspect the stock of the rifle. I'm making sure that there's no cracks or fractures or anything that could be of harm, and I close the block. Now I'm not just snapping it closed just to get it closed. I'm making sure that I'm feeling that the lever spring is working properly. There's a nice snap to it. I'm also feeling for how the block raises into the breech. So making sure that there's no grittiness, there's a proper amount of lubrication, there's nothing binding that could be a future safety concern. So I listen for the clip. We got that part passes inspection. Now I'm also looking for any loose screws, fasteners, making sure all the barrel bands are in good order. Now we're at half cock, and the reason why we start at half cock is because my next movement is to check the safety. So we have Berdan sharps, we have two triggers, a main and a set. So I hang the main trigger on my finger. I don't jerk it, I don't throw it. This makes sure that as long as the rifle doesn't fire, you don't go off half cocked, you have a working safety. Then I have to make sure that the set trigger works properly. Now, you don't want to dry fire a cap fire rifle, so I hold on firmly, but enough so that the cock can move, the hammer can move. I squeeze the set trigger. While holding it, I test the main trigger, and it releases. That's looking pretty good. So one last final bit of inspection, then I give it with my right. So that took a little while in the demonstration, but let me show you how long it can actually take with a little bit of practice. Order arms, parade rests. So if you have any questions or comments about inspecting a Sharps rifle, we'd love to hear your questions and comments down below. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And be sure, if you want to stay up to date on all of our future videos, you click that bell to get our notifications. You can also learn more information about the Sharps rifle and Berdan sharpshooters on our website at 2nduSSS.com. This is First Sergeant Kep, Private Sutherland, and Private Severson. Thank you so much for joining us.